Russian native Marina Kovalevsky and her daughter Yana are back in the U.S., returning from a Moscow visit where they were treated for suspected poisoning. They arrived at Los Angeles International Airport Wednesday, appearing exhausted from the 12-hour flight. They were loaded into ambulances and taken to an area hospital for further treatment, according to a relative. A colleague said the two women had been in Moscow to attend a wedding, but wound up hospitalized.
Dr. Kovalevsky got treatment, which include dialysis, and also she received treatment with Berlin blue and Prussian blue, which is antidote for thallium, and her condition started to improve.
The women fell ill more than a week ago. Kovalevsky and her daughter live in L.A., where the 49-year-old mother, a doctor, has a medical practice. They return home as colleagues and relatives struggle to understand how the two were exposed to the potentially fatal chemical thallium. There was no indication the women had business or political interest in Russia that could have made them a target for poisoning. A U.S. embassy spokesman in Moscow said Russian officials were investigating how and when the women could have come into contact with the highly toxic chemical. There were reports in Moscow that authorities were checking cafes and restaurants in the area of the hotel where the women stayed. Thallium, a colorless, tasteless substance that can be fatal in doses of as little as a gram, is a reputed poison of choice for assassins. It was initially suspected to be the toxin used in last year's fatal poisoning in London of former Russian KGB agent Alexander Litvinenko, but it was later determined he had ingested the rare radioactive isotope polonium-210. Steve Flutie, The Associated Press, Los Angeles.